Things have come to a pretty pass. Our romance is growing flat. 'Cause you like this and the other, while I go for this and that. Goodness knows what the end will be. Oh, I don't know where I'm at. It's plain to see we two will never make one. Something must be done. You say either, and I say either. You say neither, and I say neither. Either, either, neither, neither. Let's call the whole thing off. You like potato, and I like patata. You like tomato, and I like tomato. Potato, patata, tomato, tomato. Oh, let's call the whole thing off.
I'm sure most of you are familiar with that clip with Fred Astaire and Ginger Rogers. That was from a 1930s film. And just for the record, I say potato, and I say tomato. Some say tomato, some say potato, but they're wrong.
You're damn right!
So it comes to this little thing here. I call it a piezo. Sort of like an Italiano. Piezo. It's a piezo element. So I was using the Italian.
You know this is no good.
But it's pronounced differently from where you come from. Here's how the English say it.
Piezoelectric.
And here's the American version of it.
Piezo or piezo.
And our friend Sky Carl.
Hello.
He came on, he says, it's piezo. And then later he comes up and says, no, I made a mistake. It's actually piezo. And then our friend Zone 1242 commented,
Hello.
He pronounces it piezo. I think John's from the UK. So, piezo, 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 piazzo, piezo. Let's call the whole thing off.
Yeah!
So take your pick. But only one thing is certain. The word chassis.
Chassis.
Is pronounced chassis, not chassis. It's chassis, chassis, chassis. So there.
The chassis.
So if you like oysters and I like oysters, I'll take oysters and give up oysters. No, we need each other, so we better call the calling off. Off. Let's call the whole thing off.
Welcome everybody to part 3 of this Philco series.
Welcome to the party, pal!
You're looking at another cartridge that I pulled out of the second record changer.
Oh no, not another one.
This is one from Astaire.
Holy mackerel, Andy.
And this is the model type. This is going to be tested by me.
It has never been successfully tested.
It had a needle in it, but I was trying to pull it out and it broke off.
No!
It's so corroded down there. But we're going to test this.
You wish to test me? Good.
By some quirk of luck, the Shure cartridge worked, and it sounds pretty good. And I was all ready to use the piezo element to repair it, and I was disappointed because it was working.
Oh, brother.
So hopefully this is bad, and so I can rebuild this. The first thing I want to say is, if there's any kids out there, and you see my sharp pencil here, be very, very careful about these sharp pencils. You can poke your eye out.
Now put it down before you poke somebody's eye out.
Okay, I just had to put that disclaimer in there for all the kiddies out there. We got the radio on the amplifier side. First of all, we're going to hook this up. We'll hook up a ground on it.
Gentlemen, this is a test.
And then we'll hook up one end here. Come on, get in there. Okay.
Now, just what are you doing?
Doesn't appear to be working.
Be careful.
Looks like we got something out of it. This piece here that holds the needle in there is really loose. You can hear a little bit. Let me turn it up. It's all the way up.
Blimey, what's it mean?
But I don't know if it's just from that noise or is it actually amplifying. But there is a connection from here to here.
I sense that you're slightly confused right now.
But I would say it's not working quite right. Which gives me an excuse to take this puppy apart.
Yeah.
Now this has got 3 rivets here. 1, 2, and 3.
Yeah, you can count.
One guy used a drill on a video. And one guy said he used a Dremel tool and just sanded it down. I may try to sand it down because I don't want to damage this in any way. Okay, let's do it. Let's try to take off this ground rivet first.
Whatever you do, don't fall asleep.
That worked pretty nice. Let's try it over here.
This class is fucking boring. I'm out of here.
Are we gonna be tested on this?
These don't want to come out.
You haven't got a chance. Come out with your hands up.
I'm gonna have to stick this in a vise, and then try to get something and tap it out. Okay, I managed to tap it here. This side was stubborn, but this side, I got a little gap here. Let's see if I can pry that out.
Come out with your hands up, the man says. How do you like that, Ma? Here's my answer, you dirty.
Should have used a drill in the first place.
That was Cody Jarrett talking.
Alright, it's coming up.
Well, this is getting exciting.
This should be interesting. Okay, I got a close-up here. So we're going to open it up for the first time since 1946. Whenever this was made. I don't know if this was made in 46. Alright. It's showtime. Are you ready?
No, probably not.
If you have a heart condition, please do not watch this, okay? Look at that.
Wow, unbelievable.
Oh, there it is. I better go wash it off.
Looks like it's probably good. I don't see no rot on there.
Looks as good as new now, eh?
This leg came loose.
Hey, be careful! Be careful!
Whoa! Be careful! You're gonna break that!
There's some corrosion there. Okay. Looks like there's some pad here. Oh, here we can see some corrosion there.
Salt and corrosion.
Oops. It's falling apart as I speak. This rubber is okay. I might be able to reuse it.
Watch out, Buzz, for that rubber!
And I've got this sandwiched. I wonder if that's glued in there. Oh, if it was, it rotted out. So what I gotta do is put the piezo element in there.
Piezo or piezo.
I guess it doesn't go like that. Oh, I could try that. The guy on the video was using the plastic from a CD case, and he glued one piece on here and one on the bottom, and then glued it on here, and then stuck it on here. I guess you don't want to have this directly onto the element.
No way, Jose!
And this is all corroded. I got other size elements here. I got this size element, which would fit in there.
My tiny friend here.
But the gentleman who made the video said this would probably sound a lot tinnier, but I don't know. Size one more up.
Medium.
Maybe I could trim that. But he said the bigger the better, but this is really big.
So big!
See, he had cut his, cut it here and here, so he had a skinnier piece to put in there. I guess it would go like this. I don't know, it'll be fun to try all different sizes. You can try the small, the medium, and the large. Alright, here's that piece. I said the rubber was still okay. And I said this piece that holds the needle was loose. You can see there. Get into camera range here. Keep it in the circle. I got the camera on magnification here.
Do I paint a correct picture, or do I exaggerate?
Let's take it off of that. Now I'm going to try to reuse these rubber pieces. They look in good condition. Here's where the needle slips right in here. See how it's loose?
Good.
I don't know if you can solder that or what.
I don't know, Chumley.
But this doesn't look too difficult at all.
If something's hard to do, then it's not worth doing.
If I can get two pieces of plastic glued on here, and then I can like try one, try two, and try three.
Yeah, you can count.
And compare them and see which sounds the best.
Sounds like a really crappy plan, but okay.
I ordered the needle for it, and I don't have the needle yet, so dang it. But it looks fun. Let me show you this here. This piece of rubber here can be reused too. There's no use of putting anything new on here. That's just fine.
You're damn right.
Still pliable. But this is going to be fun. Stuff like this excites me, although I'm easily excitable. Here's this little needle holder. Looks like it's got some rust down here. Gonna have to put some navel jelly on that and clean this up. Okay, here it is after its navel jelly bath and scraping and stuff. This looks like a copper tube, I guess, that's in there. I may solder this this needle holder. I don't know if that had solder on before. It was kind of just pressed in here. But I think I need to stabilize that, so I'm going to just put a wee bit of solder there. Well, there's my crummy solder job. It didn't want to go on there too well, so I had to use some flux. But it's not going to come loose, so we can try it now. Let's go cut the piezo element now. This is not my biggest one, it's the second biggest. And as you can see, if it's going to go like that. I'm gonna have to trim the sides on it.
Hey, what goes on here?
Cut that.
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot! Yes!
Scissors cuts rock.
Oh man, how come you always win?
Need some more. There we go.
It's perfect! I won't have to change this at all!
Now, they say you can't put this on directly. You gotta use some plastic pieces. And they said to use a jewel case. I tried a jewel case. If I cut two things off of that, it's too thick. So that goes in the trash. The one he was working on probably had a bigger gap here, so you can put two of those in there. What I'm going to use is this plastic material here.
Trial and error. The process of finding a solution to a problem by trying many possible solutions and learning from mistakes until a way is found.
This is trial and error. Trial and error. But it's fun trial and error.
Hell yeah.
Now that guy used Gorilla Glue. I've never used Gorilla Glue, but I got this. It's Ace Super Glue Gel.
Cheap bastard.
So let's just put some on here. Put that on the bottom. Now it's sticking to my finger. Alright. That's what you're supposed to do. Did it dry crooked? That's still wet. And this goes in here. And you're supposed to glue it, but I'm not going to glue it. Because I'm going to try different pieces on it. If I glue it, then it's on there for good. Looks like I gotta just pry this open a little bit.
Mind you don't cut yourself, Mordecai.
I guess you want it snug. That's too much. There. Oh, my wire fell off. So I'll have to fix that. But you know, I think I'll just try it without this. I'll just stick a needle or something in there, just like a regular sewing needle, and try that, and just hold it down on the record and see what happens. Okay, here's my little contraption I came up with, just so we can test it without messing with the cartridge here. What I'm going to do is secure these wires like this. I use some of that plastic stuff that I used over here. I just cut a piece and then drilled a couple of holes so those wires come out in the holes. And now that these are secure, I can just pretend the record's right here, and I can just put that on there and see if it works. Now I'm going to try this needle. I know you're saying, that's too damn long. Well, you know, this is what I've got. I'm going to try it. It should come out with some type of sound. I stick it on like that. What do you think?
I don't think this is right.
Well, you're crazy.
You know, I was thinking as a kid, we had some old kids 78 players, you know, where you buy kids records and stuff. And we used to play around with those things quite a bit. During that time, we're trying to figure out, you know, how needles work and stuff. And we used to use our fingernails. We were kids, so we had real long fingernails. And we used to stick our fingernail into the groove and play the record that way. If you turned it at a certain angle, you could actually hear it pretty good. Am I weird for as a kid doing stuff like that?
Yes, indeed.
I don't know. We also use toothpicks.
Oh, brother.
I remember putting a toothpick on there. Instead of the needle, you stick this in here on the tone arm and played it, and it actually worked pretty good. So I'm going to try the toothpick after I try the needle. Stick around, it's going to be fun. Here's our piezo element. That's our sewing needle. Let's see if we can get any sound out of this thing.
I'm so nervous. I'm sweating like a pig.
I probably got to hold it just right. Right about there sounds pretty good. Well, that, I don't know, that tip is pretty dull there, so, and it's pretty big, so, probably not the right size. Alright. Okay, I have fashioned a toothpick.
Oh, it looks like a toothpick, man.
As a needle. Let's try it. See how this sounds. This is just for fun. I'm not going to be using the toothpick, but I don't have my needle here, so I've got to have something to test it with.
Oh man, it's just... It is a toothpick.
That sounds better than the needle. Got good volume. I'm gonna have to figure out how to get these wires. I'm going to tape a quarter to it. See if that'll keep from skipping. Slowing down the record. That sounds good there. Isn't that something? See how much fun you can have?
Yeah!
Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time with a real needle.
I gotta vote and get this ballot in the mail.
Let's see here. This is the official primary nominating ballot for the Republican Party. Yeah, this is it. Where's the president section here? Let's see here. We have Ted Cruz. We have that clown John R. Kasich. What a joker. And then we have the Donald. I think Donald's got this election sold up. So I'm gonna write in me. Dickel F. Lockett. At least I'll get one vote in Oregon.
You're damn